Okay, so the next part of the painting that I'm going to do on the Kampfer Custom is the orange color, X6. And for this, I am going to paint some of the thrusters. This one has to be a little bit calculated because, and hopefully you guys can see this. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can zoom in so you can see this. Right there. And then put that here. Come on. Zoom in. Give me a second, guys. I'm trying to see if I can. I think there's a little bit better. Alright. Now normally I would wrap around the outside of the thruster so I don't paint the outside. I want to paint the inside. But I'm going to do it half-ass, and right now I'm just going to slowly rock my throttle on my airbrush. And slowly the inside will turn yellow. You just wrap it around a bit so I can see the inside. The edges is okay. And I could always paint the outside edges to the gunmetal that I missed. Then carefully on that angle, again, just opening up the throttle, but I haven't cranked over the paint yet. I'm just going to slowly rock it back. Goes. As you can see, there's a faint line at the top, but that can be easily fixed. Cool thing about this is not only have I painted it yellow, but it eliminates me of doing some panel lining because you see some of the dark shades in the edges. So this came out pretty good. I'll do a close-up video of this soon. Let me expand that a bit, because the next thing I'm going to be painting is some of the parts that I covered up. Like this is one of the crotch areas. That little area there needs to be painted. There we go. So that's done. Another part. Here's the other crotch part. As you can see, I used a mixture of Tamiya masking tape and painter's tape. Painter's tape won't stick to the paint pretty well, so it just gives it enough adhesive to hold on to it. This one is the tricky part. This was the actual part that the thrusters around the side of the leg was all yellow. So I put a lot of tape here, didn't put any tape here, so I gotta be very, very careful. going to do light pressure, no heavy pressure whatsoever. Pretty good. Now here's the one part that I had to do a lot of work on, making sure that no paint falls on the part, and that happens to be the chest. Goes over here, and I'm going to see if I can zoom in again. There we go. Over here you had those little top trim on top of the torso. So this was easy to do compared to the legs because you had that round curve look set up. So I'm hoping that this one is easy. Alright. Some parts that I'm having difficulties putting on the tape, whether it's the tack or the regular tape, is the actual shoulder armor. But that one I can easily paint with a brush. So that's pretty much what I'm planning to do. Let's do another thruster so you can see this for those of you who haven't seen it. I think logically, to do the thrusters, you have to paint the insides first, then cover up with tack or tape, and then paint the outsides. I did it in reverse, so that is technically my fault, and I accept that. Worst case scenario for something like this: paint the inside and then cover it up and then paint the outside again. That's worst case scenario, but I can still recover it. Alright, so that's done. I'm going to continue on finishing up and wait until everything's dried. Oh, here's the actual, I forgot to mention, this is the this trim is also for the chest, but that goes into the gunmetal trim, so I'm just painting it the inside right now, giving it the color that it's supposed to be. But once I'm done with this and everything is dry, then we're going to get on to assembly of the Kampfer Custom. Okay, so at this point it is time for me to show you the final results of the work that I've put into. I know that I said that I'm going to show you the build, but I think you guys seen the build of Kampfer from many people from long enough, and I just want to show you what it really looks like. This is what Kampfer would look like before, and here is what Kampfer looks like after. The 1/44 scale high grade Kampfer Custom is now complete. Simply amazing looking build, if I have to say so myself. Here's a close-up look of the Kampfer. As you can see, I finally was able to complete what I wanted in the pattern that I wanted. Many of you have suggested I should have done the 3-color camo. I haven't figured that out yet. I should watch some more videos of people doing something like that, but the result is still pretty cool for what it is. The idea of putting sticky tack on this and painting it the 2 layers came out really good. I I am impressed, of course. I like the idea of a little bit of a dull, like a roughness look to it, like if it's been in a battle. You know, it's been out in the field a little longer than normal. Here's, of course, a close-up look of the kit and the mono eye that I have specifically created for it. But everything came out well, especially the trim around the chest, the legs. Everything pretty much came out okay. Now, certain things that I did not do, which I need to explain. I did not color the inside of this. This one I will eventually do later on. Some trim parts that needs to be panel lined, especially around here and here, but I'm more looking into getting the weathered paint type stuff that Tamiya makes, so I can put it on this kit and weather it up a bit. The thrusters came out pretty well, except the one thing I did not paint yellow is the underside of the foot. And I didn't paint the foot either way, because I'm not doing the scene where it's actually sliding down the street like it did in the animation. It's going to be flat on its feet, and it's back to the building, so I did it anyway, just so I didn't want to cut corners. I painted black around the edges of the thrusters just to give it a little, stronger concentration of the yellow. Some minor goofs, of course. For example, when I removed the tack off some of the armor, like here, the blue stayed behind. It was chipped off, so this can be painted here. Same thing under the sidearm over here, and under the thigh, under the this part of the leg. But that can be redone. Painting inside of the orange, giving a little bit more of a detailed look, and we got a paint inside over here by the cheeks. I'll do that later on. The the antenna fin right here. When I put glue on this so it can stay on, a little whiteness formed up here. I'm going to paint that later on as well. I'm going to give it some dark trim along the edges here and here. So this kit is 99% done, you could say. But regardless of the work I put into, it still came out just the way I want it for the Diorama kit. So yeah, this is pretty damn good. Some of the features that this kit came with: the bazookas, the Stormfaust, Stormfaust, I think it's called. I decided not to put it on. I think that's something that I will omit. The bazookas was not necessary considering the spacing, and I don't know, I'm still kind of contemplating whether I should put those guns, those Stormfausts on this kit. But it came out pretty well, to say the least. The workmanship, I have to admit, I thought I was not going to pull this off. 100% I thought I was going to screw this up. But it came out the way I was hoping for. As a matter of fact, here, of course, is the Zaku 2 Enigma that is going to be right next to. And then, of course, opposite those two mobile suits are the Federation forces that it will go up against during combat. Wow, this is really good. I'm having some good feelings on this, really good feelings. I like how the texture came out on this. I like the pattern, how it came out of this. So far, all my kits have been coming out 100% spot on. I know, Type C, I'll get to you and fix you up in a minute. But yeah, Kampfer Custom, well done. Well done it is. So I'd like to thank all of you for watching this video build of Kampfer Custom. And stay tuned for more Gundam models yet to come. Take care. Oh, wait. I almost forgot. There's something that I wanted to share with you guys that I thought maybe this would be an appropriate time to ask you guys. Originally, my intention was to take this hand and put this one on, the second shotgun, and then set it up in a way where it will be ready to, get into combat like this alongside the building with, of course, the Enigma Zaku right here. So that was my original idea. However, as I was reading the history of the Kampfer, I came across some things that caught my interest. Remember the chain mines that came with the Kampfer, that it was used in 0080 A War in a Pocket? Well, surprisingly, the chain mines are actually grenades. That's what Gundam Wiki says. So I thought of something. What if, instead of doing 2 guns for each kit, for each arm, one arm will be the shotgun, and the other hand will have 4 of the magnetic mines set up in segments of 2, hook it up like this in a way where I will position it, and in a moment, like he is like this, like his arm is out, he's looking, he may have his foot up like this, and it's like he's ready to throw the magnet mines over the buildings where these 2 guys are standing. What do you guys think about that? I've been contemplating on whether it should be the dual shotguns or 1 shotguns and the grenades and the magnet mine grenade setup. So I want you guys to vote. Option 1, dual shotguns. Option 2, grenades, or whatever, you know what I mean. Start voting down below, and when I do my next work in progress of my diorama build, I will let everyone know what I'm going to choose. So again, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more Gundam models yet to come. Take care.